Here's something most people don't realize about climbing stairs. Your body performs 3 precise movements in perfect coordination every single step. When one of these movements gets weak, the whole system breaks down. That's why some days stairs feel impossible while other days they're manageable. By the end, you'll master 3 moves: chair stands, heel raises, and step-ups that revolutionize how you climb stairs. I'm about to break down each of these movements and show you simple exercises that target exactly what your body needs to make stairs feel easy again. But first, you need to understand why stairs become such a challenge in the first place. The hidden truth about why stairs get harder. Most people think getting older just makes everything harder, but there's a specific reason stairs become your enemy. Your body goes through very particular changes after 60 that target exactly the skills you need for climbing stairs. These changes happen so slowly that most people don't notice them until one day they're gripping the handrail tighter than usual. Here's what's really happening inside your body. 3 key systems that work together to get you upstairs start to lose their teamwork. Your leg muscles, your balance system, and your coordination begin working less well together. It's like having a team where each player is still good, but they've stopped talking to each other during the game. The surprising part is that this isn't about overall fitness. You might walk for miles, garden all day, or stay active in other ways. But stairs are different. They demand a very specific type of strength and coordination that other activities don't train. That's why even active seniors often find themselves struggling with steps that used to be easy. Think about what actually happens when you climb stairs. Your brain has to coordinate your leg muscles pushing you up, your calf muscles keeping you balanced, and your core muscles keeping you stable. All of this happens in less than a second for each step. When these 3 systems aren't working together smoothly, stairs become much harder than they should be. You probably recognize some of the signs. Maybe you've started reaching for the handrail more often, even on just a few steps. Or you take a little pause halfway up a flight of stairs. Some people start avoiding certain stairs altogether, taking the elevator instead of walking up one flight. These aren't signs of being lazy or weak. They're your body telling you that those 3 systems need some attention. Here's what's happening in your muscles. The muscle fibers that give you quick, powerful movements start to change around age 60. These are called fast-twitch muscle fibers, and they're exactly what you need to push yourself up each step. They don't disappear, but they do get smaller and respond more slowly. Research shows that knee extensor strength declines by about 1.4% per year after age 60, which directly impacts your power to push up each step. This happens faster in your thigh muscles and calves than in other parts of your body. Your reaction time also slows down in very specific ways. When you step up, your brain has to quickly adjust your balance as your weight shifts from one foot to the other. This adjustment used to happen automatically and instantly. Now it takes just a tiny bit longer. That tiny delay makes you feel less steady and less confident on stairs. The balance part is really important to understand. Your ankles and calves work like shock absorbers when you climb stairs. They make tiny adjustments with every step to keep you upright and moving smoothly. When these muscles get weaker, those adjustments become less precise. You might notice your ankle wobbling slightly or feeling like your foot isn't quite sure where to land. Your brain is also doing more work than it used to. It's trying to compensate for the changes in your muscles and balance. This extra mental effort can make you feel tired after climbing stairs, even if you're not physically winded. It's like your brain is working overtime to keep everything coordinated. Here's something that might surprise you. Studies show many older adults opt for elevators or escalators when they have other options. A sign those 3 systems need retraining. But avoiding stairs actually makes the problem worse because you lose even more of that specific strength and coordination. The fear factor plays a big role too. Once you've had a scary moment on stairs, where you felt unsteady or had to grab the rail quickly, your brain remembers that feeling. It starts to see stairs as dangerous. This creates tension in your muscles and makes you move less naturally, which actually makes climbing stairs even harder. But here's the really good news. None of these changes are permanent. Your 3 body systems can learn to work together again. The muscle fibers can get stronger. Your balance can improve. Your coordination can become smooth and automatic. Again, it just takes the right kind of practice. The key is understanding that stairs are a skill, not just a test of fitness. Like any skill, you can get better at it with the right training. You need exercises that specifically target those three systems and teach them to work together again. Generic exercises might help your overall health, but they won't necessarily make stairs easier. Think of it like learning to dance. You could be in great shape from running or swimming, but if you want to dance well, you need to practice dancing movements. Stairs are the same way. You need to practice the specific movements and coordination patterns that climbing stairs requires. The muscle changes are actually easier to fix than most people think. Your fast twitch muscle fibers respond really well to the right kind of exercise. They just need to be challenged in the right way. And your balance system is amazing at relearning and adapting, even later in life. Your brain is also incredibly good at rebuilding those automatic movement patterns. Once you start practicing the right movements, your brain begins to remember how to coordinate everything smoothly. The mental effort decreases, and climbing stairs starts to feel natural again. The coordination between your three systems can be retrained faster than you might expect. Your body wants to move efficiently and smoothly. When you give it the right practice, it remembers how to put all the pieces together. Understanding these changes is actually the first step to fixing them. When you know why stairs have gotten harder, you can target exactly what needs work. Instead of just hoping things will get better, you can take specific action to strengthen those three systems and get them working together again. The really encouraging part is that these improvements often happen faster than people expect. Your body responds quickly to the right kind of training. Many people notice a difference in how stairs feel within just a few weeks of starting the right exercises. Now that you understand why stairs became challenging, you need to see exactly how these three systems work together during each step you take. Your body's secret stair climbing system. Think of climbing stairs like conducting an orchestra where three sections must play in perfect harmony. When all three work together smoothly, you get beautiful music. But when just one section gets weak or out of sync, the whole performance falls apart. Stair climbing isn't one simple movement like walking on flat ground. It's actually three separate actions happening at exactly the same time. Your brain has to coordinate all of these actions so they work together perfectly. This happens so fast and so automatically that you don't usually think about it. But understanding these three actions is the key to getting better at climbing stairs. Your legs work like the powerhouse of the operation. They're responsible for lifting your entire body weight from one step to the next. Your thigh muscles, especially the big muscles in the front called the quadriceps, have to contract with enough force to push you upward. At the same time, your glute muscles in your buttocks help stabilize your hip and add extra power to the movement. These muscles work together like a team of strong workers lifting a heavy box. Your calves play a completely different but equally important role. They work like the fine-tuning system that keeps you balanced and controlled. When you step up, your calf muscles make tiny adjustments to keep your ankle stable. They also help control how you land on each step and how you push off for the next one. Think of them like the steering wheel in your car. You might have a powerful engine, but without good steering, you can't drive safely. Your core muscles are the third piece of the puzzle. These are the muscles around your middle that keep your spine stable and help transfer power from your legs to the rest of your body. They work like the foundation of a house. Even if you have strong walls and a good roof, everything falls down without a solid foundation. Your core keeps you upright and balanced while your legs and calves do their work. Here's how all three systems work together during just one single step up. Let's say you're stepping up with your right foot. First, your brain sends signals to your left calf muscles to help you balance on your left foot. At the same time, your core muscles tighten to keep your spine stable. Then your right leg muscles contract to lift your body weight up to the next step. As your right foot lands, your right calf muscles take over to control the landing and keep you steady. Your brain acts like the conductor of this three-part orchestra. It has to send the right signals to the right muscles at exactly the right time. The timing is incredibly precise. If your leg muscles start working too early or too late, you'll feel clumsy or unsteady. If your calf muscles don't respond quick enough, you might wobble or feel like you're going to fall. If your core muscles don't activate at the right moment, you might feel like you're leaning too far forward or backward. The amazing thing is that your brain usually handles all of this coordination automatically. You don't have to think about contracting your quadriceps or activating your calves. Your brain has learned these movement patterns so well that they become automatic, like muscle memory. This automatic coordination is what lets you climb stairs while thinking about other things, like having a conversation or planning your day. Research shows the brain coordinates muscle groups in patterns, not one muscle at a time, making these 3 teams critical. Scientists have studied how different muscles work together to create smooth, efficient movement. They've found that the brain doesn't control each muscle individually. Instead, it controls groups of muscles that work together as a team. This is why improving one part of the system often helps improve the whole system. The muscle memory part is really important to understand. Your brain stores these movement patterns like files on a computer. Once you've learned how to coordinate your legs, calves, and core for stair climbing, that pattern gets saved. Even if you don't climb stairs for a while, the pattern is still there. But if the pattern gets rusty from lack of use, or if one of the muscle groups gets weak, the whole pattern can start to break down. When one section of your orchestra gets weak, your brain tries to compensate. It might ask other muscles to work harder to make up for the weak section. This is why you might start using your arms more to pull yourself upstairs when your legs get weaker. Or you might take stairs more slowly to give your balance system more time to work when your calves aren't as responsive. These compensations can work for a while, but they make stair climbing much more tiring and less confident. The good news is that your brain is amazing at relearning and rebuilding these coordination patterns. Even if your 3-part orchestra has gotten out of sync, you can retrain them to work together again. The brain's ability to adapt and improve coordination continues throughout your life. This means you can actually get better at the skill of stair climbing, not just stronger. Motor pattern coordination can be improved with the right kind of practice. Your brain needs to practice coordinating your legs, calves, and core in the specific way that stair climbing requires. This is different from just doing general strength exercises. You need exercises that teach these 3 systems to work together as a team, just like musicians need to practice playing together, not just practicing their individual parts. The research shows that people who have better coordination between these muscle groups feel more confident and stable on stairs. They also use less energy and feel less tired after climbing stairs. This makes sense when you think about it. When all 3 sections of your orchestra are playing together smoothly, the music sounds effortless. When they're fighting against each other or missing cues, everything takes more work. You might be wondering which of your 3 sections needs the most work. Maybe your legs feel strong but you feel wobbly on stairs, which could mean your calves need attention. Or maybe you feel stable but have trouble lifting yourself up, which might mean your legs need strengthening. Or you might feel like you're working too hard and getting tired quickly, which could mean your core needs help with coordination. The beautiful thing about understanding this 3-part system is that you can target exactly what needs work. Instead of doing random exercises and hoping they help with stairs, you can choose specific exercises that train each section and help them work together better. This makes your exercise time much more effective and helps you see improvements faster. Once you understand this system, you can target exactly what needs strengthening. You don't have to guess or try a bunch of different things. You can focus on the specific parts of your stair climbing orchestra that need the most practice. This targeted approach is what makes the difference between exercises that sort of help and exercises that really transform how stairs feel. But here's what might surprise you about which system does most of the heavy lifting. The Powerhouse movement that changes everything. Your quadriceps and glutes are the true powerhouse behind every step you take going upward. There's one muscle group that does 70% of the work when you climb stairs, and most people never think about it. These muscles are hidden right in plain sight on the front and back of your thighs. Your quadriceps are the big muscles on the front of your thighs. Your glutes are the strong muscles in your buttocks. Together, These muscles work as the primary power generators for lifting your entire body weight from one step to the next. Think of them like the engine in your car. You can have great tires and perfect steering, but without a strong engine, you're not going anywhere. Every time you step up, your quadriceps have to contract with enough force to straighten your knee and lift your body upward. At the same time, your glutes help extend your hip and add extra power to push you up. This happens with every single step. No other muscles in your body can do this job. Your arms can help pull you up using a handrail, but your legs are doing the real work of fighting gravity. Here's the part that might shock you. Quadriceps strength can drop by over 30% in your 60s if not actively maintained. Research shows that knee strength specifically declines by about 1.4% every single year as we age. This means that if you don't actively work to keep these muscles strong, they get weaker much faster than you might expect. This strength loss doesn't happen all at once. It's so gradual that most people don't notice it at first. But then one day, getting up from a low chair feels harder than it used to. Or you find yourself using your hands to push off from the toilet seat. Maybe getting out of the car takes more effort, or you need to rock forward a few times before standing up from your favorite armchair. These everyday struggles are all connected to the same problem. Your quadriceps and glutes are losing the strength they need to lift your body weight efficiently. The same muscles that help you stand up from a chair are exactly the muscles you need to step up onto stairs. If you can't stand up from a chair easily, stairs are going to be much harder than they should be. There's actually a direct connection between how well you can stand up from a chair and how well you can climb stairs. Physical therapists use chair standing ability as a way to predict who might have trouble with stairs in the future. Research shows that improvements in chair stand performance correlate with a 10 to 15% faster stair climb time after 4 weeks of training. If you have to use your arms to push yourself up from a regular height chair, your leg muscles probably don't have enough strength for comfortable stair climbing. Your thigh muscles work like powerful pistons in an engine. When you step up onto a stair, your quadriceps contract and straighten your knee, pushing your body upward like a piston pushing in a cylinder. Your glutes work like a second set of pistons, extending your hip and adding extra force to the movement. This piston action has to be strong enough to lift your entire body weight against gravity. When these muscle pistons get weak, everything becomes much harder. You might feel like you're working too hard to get up each step. You might need to use the handrail to pull yourself up instead of pushing yourself up with your legs. Some people start taking stairs one at a time, bringing both feet to each step instead of alternating legs. These are all signs that your leg pistons need more power. The research is very clear about the connection between leg strength and staying independent as you age. Studies show that people with stronger quadriceps and glutes maintain their mobility much longer than people with weaker leg muscles. Strong legs aren't just about climbing stairs. They're about staying independent with all the activities you care about. Think about everything your leg muscles help you do during a typical day. They help you get out of bed in the morning. They lift you up from the toilet. They power you up from chairs and couches. They help you step into the bathtub or shower. They get you in and out of cars. And yes, they carry you up and down stairs. When these muscles are strong, all of these activities feel easy and natural. But when your leg muscles get weak, each of these daily activities becomes more challenging. You might start avoiding certain chairs because they're too low. You might choose restaurants based on whether they have booths or regular chairs. You might skip visiting friends who live in houses with stairs. These small changes add up to a big impact on your independence and quality of life. The good news is that your quadriceps and glutes respond really well to the right kind of exercise. These muscles want to be strong. They're designed to be powerful. They just need the right kind of challenge to maintain and rebuild their strength. Unlike some changes that come with aging, muscle strength is something you have a lot of control over. Your leg muscles are also unique because they can get stronger at any age. You don't need to be young to build muscle strength. Your quadriceps and glutes can respond to exercise and get stronger even if you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. The key is choosing exercises that challenge these muscles in the right way. This is where most people make a mistake. They think that any kind of leg exercise will help with stairs. But stairs require a very specific type of strength. You need the power to lift your body weight from a sitting or semi-sitting position. This is different from the strength you use for walking or other activities. Here's a simple test you can try right now to see how your leg strength is doing. Sit in a regular height chair with your feet flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest so you can't use them for help. Now try to stand up without leaning forward too much or rocking back and forth. If you can do this smoothly and easily, your leg strength is probably pretty good. If you struggle or can't do it at all, your quadriceps and glutes need some attention. Don't worry if this test feels difficult. Most people are surprised by how challenging it can be. This doesn't mean you're weak or out of shape. It just means that these specific muscles need some targeted strengthening. The great news is that there's a perfect exercise that directly addresses this exact movement pattern. Chair stands are the ideal exercise for rebuilding the crucial strength your legs need for stair climbing. This exercise trains your quadriceps and glutes to work together in exactly the same way they need to work when you climb stairs. Every time you stand up from a chair, you're practicing the same muscle pattern that powers you up each step. Chair stands are also incredibly practical. You don't need any special equipment or gym membership. You can do them with any sturdy chair in your home. You can start at whatever level feels challenging but safe for you, and you can progress gradually as your strength improves. The beauty of chair stands is that they directly translate to real-life activities. As you get stronger at standing up from chairs, you'll automatically get better at climbing stairs. You'll also find that getting out of cars is easier, standing up from the toilet is smoother, and getting up from low furniture becomes more comfortable. But there are two common mistakes that can hurt your knees and back instead of helping. The first is letting your knees drift too far forward over your toes, which puts dangerous pressure on your knee joints. The second is rounding your back as you stand, which can strain your spine and make the exercise less effective. Getting the form right makes all the difference between an exercise that builds strength safely and one that might cause problems. The proper technique protects your joints while targeting exactly the muscles you need. Here's why stair climbing therapists use chair stands to predict who will struggle with stairs 6 months later. They know that if someone can't stand up from a chair smoothly and easily, their leg muscles don't have enough power for safe stair climbing. Chair stands test the exact same muscles and movement patterns you need for every step up. It's like a preview of how your legs will handle the challenge of stairs. Chair stands are the foundation exercise that directly translates to stair climbing power. Every time you stand up from sitting, you're practicing the same muscle pattern that lifts you up each stair step. Your quadriceps have to straighten your knee. Your glutes have to extend your hip. Your core has to keep you stable. It's the same teamwork your body uses when you step up onto stairs. The movement is so similar that improving at chair stands automatically makes stairs easier. When you can stand up from a chair with more power and control, you'll feel that same improvement when you climb stairs. Your legs will feel stronger. You'll feel more stable. You might even notice that you don't need to grip the handrail as tightly. But here's where many people go wrong. Common mistakes can hurt your knees and back instead of helping you get stronger. The biggest mistake is letting your knees push forward past your toes when you stand up. This puts too much pressure on your knee joints and can cause pain or injury. Another mistake is rounding your back as you rise. This puts stress on your spine and makes the exercise less effective for building leg strength. Some people also try to push up with their lower leg instead of using their thigh muscles properly. This misses the whole point of the exercise. You want to train your quadriceps and glutes to do the work, not your shins and calves. Using the wrong muscles won't help with stair climbing and can lead to discomfort. Let me walk you through the proper form. The key is to focus on 3 things. First, correct posture. Sit near the front edge of your chair with your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Sit up tall with your shoulders back and lean your chest forward slightly over your toes. Cross your arms over your chest so your leg muscles do all the work. Second, controlled movement. Squeeze your glute muscles and slowly rise to standing by pushing down through your feet. Focus on pushing the floor away rather than pulling yourself up. Stand up completely straight, then slowly lower yourself back down to sitting. Control this lowering phase just as much as the rising phase. Third, equal weight distribution. Keep your weight evenly balanced on both feet throughout the movement. Don't shift to one side or let one leg do more work than the other. This helps build strength evenly and protects your joints. Chair stands can be modified to suit different fitness levels. If standing up without using your hands feels too difficult right now, start with some assistance. Place your hands on the arms of the chair and use just enough help to make the movement possible while still making your legs do most of the work. As you get stronger, gradually reduce how much you rely on your arms until you can go completely hands-free. The movement pattern in chair stands exactly mimics the push-off phase of stair climbing. When you step up onto a stair, your leg has to push your body weight upward from a bent knee position to a straight knee position. This is exactly what happens when you stand up from sitting. Your knee starts bent and ends straight, and your muscles have to generate enough force to lift your body weight against gravity. The muscle coordination is identical too. Your quadriceps lead the movement by extending your knee. Your glutes help by extending your hip. Your core muscles keep your torso stable throughout the movement. This is the same three-part coordination your body uses for every step upstairs. Safety is really important when you're doing chair stands. Choose a chair that's heavy enough not to slide when you stand up. Make sure the chair doesn't have wheels or swivel features. The chair should have a firm seat, not soft cushions that might make you unsteady.